Ben, you're so quiet.
Ben.
The soft angel voice.
They call him Angel.
Are you guys ready?
I
Yes.
guess we'll just, sure, why not?
All right, cool. Let's go into it then. Welcome to Burpod. Today we got
Thank you.
Evan, who's been. Ben, you're new. Tom, you're new.
Yep.
And you guys brought with us a giant board game for us to play today, huh?
Well, they're new to you.
It's new to me. I mean, you guys seem to be the pro at this. So
right.
what are we staring at right now?
This is Superscape. And it has been for 10 years, at least.
Yeah, at least. So we had mentioned this before. I don't know if it was on the first cast you had me on or something like that.
I remember you talking about it. It may have been the first time you were on, yeah.
Yeah, this is the hodgepodge game that we stole ideas from.
It was a game. It was HeroScape.
So all right, so Super Rewind.
Hasbro or I don't know who made
So
it.
me, Ben, Tom, Sam, and Colin, we all played this as like a circuit. I mean, this was a seasonal endeavor with stats and kills and leaderboards and all that good shit. But we ended up getting it because we went to Toys R Us.
Just some 20-year-olds at Toys R Us
Just
cruising.
You guys want to play some games?
I don't know, cruising at Toys R Us, and that's why they're getting
What were we looking
closed.
for? We were looking for something else.
So this wasn't the intention. This
This
was
was
just,
not the intent.
but this
No,
is the
no, no.
product that came.
We might have been looking for another game, like a
I
risk
think we were just
variant or
looking
something.
for a deal or
I don't
something.
know.
Are we looking for Stratego?
We were at Toys R Us. It's
I
none
hope
of your
there's-
business why.
Whatever it was.
yeah, fuck you is why. We're going to Toys R Us. For our own, it's America. It's a free country.
As soon as you walk in, there's people like, keep an eye on those old guys. over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, yeah. And then they sent.
We were buying My Little Ponies, I think.
Okay, see that makes more sense.
That actually, yeah.
yeah, okay.
That
I get
checks
it
out.
now.
Yeah,
And then they sicked their lackey on us. It was like, there's always like one or two 20-year-old guys that work at Toys R Us. And you're like, what are you doing here? Right? So they sent him
Right.
after us, and you're
The
like,
intrepid
it's because
introvert.
he didn't get the job at Games Workshop or Hobby Shop or whatever the case may be, and they ended up at Toys R Us.
So you gotta get to the closest
So, well, right, and he could smell blood as soon as we walked in. So he came, he was right on top of us. And he's like, let me tell you about the tournaments that we do here with this game, HeroScape. And we're like, what? Okay, do tell us about this. I'm sure, what was his name? Like,
I don't know.
Chaz or something. You don't remember this guy?
No.
Come on.
Devin.
Yeah, Devin, the HeroScape guy. But
one. You sound almost offended that they didn't remember his name. It's like, it's that guy. Come on.
He got you into this.
Our
this
dealer.
thing.
I mean, he
He's
got
the
us.
reason
He got
this
us on a
is
good
here.
run. I mean, his salesmanship had us playing this game for
Same day?
a fucking decade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it was BOGO on like the master set. So the master set is typically like armies and leaders. And
All your
that.
basics to
Yeah,
play
right.
a game.
But for whatever reason, I mean, probably because the game wasn't selling, they were selling. Whoa, we got a little crazy noise in there. Who's that?
That's not gonna. It's not gonna pick up on
It's
camera.
none of your business.
What is?
Whoops. But yeah, it was BOGO. So we got all of this.
What is BOGO?
Buy one, get one.
Okay.
Free.
Okay.
Wait, shouldn't it be
Go
BOGO?
get one, buy one.
Or buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one.
Buy one,
BOGO.
get one free. But they
Really bad at acronyms.
people
sorry.
keep out the F when they say BOGO. BOGOF, right? That should buy one,
Not
get
words.
one.
Oh
free.
yeah,
Okay.
true. Because it could just be like buy one, get one for the same price.
Oh yeah,
So,
buy one,
yeah.
get one half off. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bogoff. That's even more Bogoff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
BOGOF.
Harris Teeter stuff where
Bogo.
they're like, oh, buy two, we'll give you three for free. What?
Bogoff's my favorite character in this game, by the way.
Bogo. Okay, so let's see if we can shorten this up. We bought it as per the suggestion of a really greasy guy at Toys R Us that,
So
Devin
now
Raps.
it's greasy.
that we would fit in right in line.
Wait,
with
let's
his.
give this guy a name so we know who
Devin.
we're talking. So it is Devin.
We're gonna call
Devin
him
with two N's.
Devin with two N's
Devin.
and a Y.
Yes.
Right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Devin.
Devine.
Devine.
Yeah.
I like
Anyway.
Devine. Sounds classy.
Right.
All right, you were saying.
I don't remember what I was saying. So we get home, we're starting to play, and it's great. It's the best thing ever. You have little squads. We play all of it wrong. The rule book is,
And most of those characters were fantasy
biblical
based
and
too, like
stuff.
dragons.
They're drawn
and
from like
elves
fantasy and different sort of. There's like World War II.
Yeah. Well, okay. So
Soldiers.
HeroScape, traditional HeroScape. We're gonna say this is the #1 game that we took the influence
The way
from
the ancients
for
played it.
this.
Okay.
Right. The way the ancients played it was HeroScape, and it was it was labeled the battle of all time.
Yes.
And it
All the characters
Right.
are drawn from different like realities
The battle
and
for
time
all
periods.
time.
Oh no, that's right. It was the battle for all time. Like you could just take time. Like I'm just gonna take it all.
You win time.
You've got it. You won.
So Heroescape had nothing to do with Marvel or DC.
Not
at all.
No,
Initially,
nothing
no.
at all. So
Okay.
it was
made-up
dragons
heroes.
and elves and
Gotcha.
zombies and undeads and samurai.
There's
Right?
samurai.
What else do we
Ninjas.
get? What are like your
There were knights.
stereotypical fantasy? There's
Yeah.
knights. There was like ogres.
Some
there
alien
was-
kind of characters.
So like World of
Basically.
Warcraft type characters.
Basically.
Yeah,
what
well,
was it, but-
so
Like a
you're familiar
hodgepodge
with,
of
like
different
very
stuff.
generic.
so it was
yeah.
poor man's Warhammer.
Gotcha.
Remember Warhammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Warhammer.
so-
That's fair.
My brother used
Yeah.
to paint those things.
Exactly. So we saw this, and maybe that's why we were at Toys R Us because we want to play Warhammer. Anyway,
I don't
this
think
is pre-painted, pre-molded. It's all ready to go.
No.
No, we didn't.
Live.
The cherriest of figures. So we picked it up and it was great, but it lost its
Pizzazz?
luster. Right? Yeah, possession. Yeah, good word.
Well, no, they released Master Set 2, and that kind of we went right back into it.
Well, there was expansion sets, so we got a couple of those
Oh,
too.
my
And they
goodness.
were released. There was like wave 1, 2, 3 released over a course of like a year or two or something.
Right, and we were frothing at the bit.
We
Just
were,
like
yeah.
each week that these things would come out, they'd release 4 bubble packs of like maybe 6 plastic characters.
How often were they releasing these?
every few
5,
months,
6 weeks, something like that.
yeah, I think it was
8 weeks
They
maybe.
released like 2 or 3 or 4 expansion packs for the first Master Set, then another wave with Master Set 2, and those were the Masters are about 2 years apart, I want to say.
Right.
And
Yeah,
so-
that sounds about right.
I don't know if it was Comic Con or some con. They'd
There
release
was-
information about the
Oh,
new
it was
ones,
definitely
and we paid
on.
attention to that. So
Yeah.
that's how we'd be clued in, and it'd be online, and there'd be forums that we'd
Refresh daily.
and they-
Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah. So we played for a while and we saw all these waves coming out and we thought, holy shit, they're really not doing anything all that complicated. We can make our own characters, like to get over the weight.
Well, there's a
to
step
get
before that because they did after all these waves, and we bought all of them.
every last one of
They
them.
did release.
Except for the Shield Bearers, we're still missing 3 of those.
Oh yeah.
How expensive are these expansions?
Oh.
$15 a piece.
$15.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like a
Yeah.
crazy
They come with
investment.
like 3 or so characters.
Yeah, so like maybe you'd spend $15 and get 6 miniature figures.
Okay.
So much cheaper than Warhammer.
Yeah, because like one figure in Warhammer's
A lot.
$35
Yeah,
or something
but-
like that,
and
and
then
it's
you
not
buy the paint,
painted.
yeah.
You gotta.
But like Tom was going to say, basically, Heroescape released what was called Marvelscape, and they had 8 Marvel characters, I believe.
Something like that.
They
Yeah.
had the main Avengers.
They had
and then-
licensed Marvel characters.
Yeah,
Right.
Doctor Doom was there, right? Was
There's
They had
Dr.
Hulk,
Doom.
they had Iron Man,
Captain.
Doctor Doom, Captain America.
Red Skull.
Red Skull.
Yeah, they had some weird choices that maybe it was like a licensing thing, like Fox.
No, that
'Cause
makes
they
sense.
didn't.
Red
Well, they didn't
Skull's-
have any X-Men out of the box. They went
Yeah.
just like Marvel heroes.
But they only
Sure.
released those 8 characters, and they were either vastly overpowered or vastly underpowered. You try to play with them against each other. This isn't fun. Like these, like Iron
Right.
Man himself was like he cost way too much for what he did.
for what he. So when he says cost, like when you make your little armies in this game, you have an allotted amount of points, and the points usually dictate how useful like these cards are. They're like, oh, I got an awesome card. It's 200 points. That's like
Okay.
for argument's sake. And a bad card or a mediocre card is 50 or less.
That's
or
how you
whatever.
use them too. They're
Right,
they're
sure.
strategic. They have
But
places on
so
their team.
Superscape or Marvelscape came out, and it was
It was called Heroescape.
it was implied.
Was it
that-
called Marvelscape?
It was
called
Marvel.
Heroescape.
Heroescape
Yeah.
was the original game. Marvelscape was the Marvel edition.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
we
But they
call
were
it
trying to
Superscape.
say like you could use them in the same rule set. You could just play them in the same way. No, they're fucking. They're full of shit. It was a non-compatible expansion.
I just imagine all 3 of you just fucking disgruntled as hell.
We
What
were. We
is
got
this
home,
shit?
and they were like,
Yeah,
they
5
said,
of us.
"Oh,
We were
could
very
play this."
discerning customers.
Yeah, we can play this just right off.
Bad reviews.
I went on Yelp so fast. Yelp didn't even exist then.
Did it?
So no, it didn't.
No, it was
so
fucking-
So then you invented your own Yelp too to make your own.
Yeah.
review
Right,
for
we
your
made
own
Yelp.
game.
Yeah.
we were on
It was
forums.
a Yelp escape.
We
right?
signed a lot of bad contracts because we didn't get a deal on any of this. So Marvelscape came out and it wasn't as good as we thought it could be, and we knew that HeroClix,
Another game for nerds.
we knew there was another nerd game out there which called HeroClix, and it was just the entire gamut. Is that the right word? Gamut.
Gamut? What?
Gamut.
I don't know if Gamut's in
Gamut.
a dictionary.
It was the entire-
Smorgasbord.
it was
We have a
Marvel-
gamut card, don't we?
Gambit. Yeah.
It was like Marvel, DC.
Well,
and
HeroClix
like,
basically covered comic books.
Yeah, they covered all comic
in
books,
its
yeah.
entirety. So they'd have Hellboy, they'd have Alien vs Predator. They'd have,
Okay.
They had a Galactus figure that was like
like a table.
Yeah,
Like,
basically that. It was huge. It was just his head.
Yeah. So we knew of
Galactus.
that thing, and they all kind of fit the same footprint as these Heroescape and Marvelscape and all that shit. And at that point, we had the light bulb moment. We said, "Holy shit, we don't need their rules. We don't need their, don't tell us what we'll do
we
it
need,
ourselves."
we need their rules,
Yeah.
but we're like, hey, we
need
can
their,
make them better.
Yeah, we need their rules, and we need their equipment, and we need the play style, we need the figures, and we need just everything, but we don't need them. So we made our own. At that point, Sam had access to a great card printing device.
All right, that's not even the whole
printer.
pile that you guys brought, though, right?
No.
Like,
So-
I want the camera to see, and all the viewers out
Right.
there to see. You guys made every single one of these, right?
We made cards.
Every single
Tom,
card.
do you
and-
have an original Heroescape card sitting around? Because it's one of the major improvements to the game that we made.
Burgundy box will have all the cards in there.
So
You know what? If you hold the box up to the camera, like, see, so people can see all the shit you guys brought. Like,
Well, here's
view.
all right, that's one box. Yep, it's in view.
that's
This
actually
is a
that's
small
Heroescape. That's all the Heroescape, the original figures that came with the original game. This is our HeroClix bout. You can kind of hear a nice sound.
Yeah, it's got a nice sound to it.
it's got a good
There's
ring
about
to it.
200 characters in
Good
here,
jingle
I think.
jangle.
About 200, I would say. Maybe one.
Here's an original card, and they look like this.
Yeah, so this was shit. This was terrible. You're supposed to like get 6 or 7 of these and lay them out in front of your player, yourself, right?
Uh-huh.
To make your choices, make it whatever. What is this? What is this? What is
I mean, to me, it looks.
fun? Looks
I get-
festive,
Well,
right?
It's a fun honeycomb.
It just looks like a ninja star to me.
As you like, they fly pretty well too. But as you can see here, like the table, the map could be a lot bigger than this. So if the map's going near to the edge of the table, those were impossible to put on the table.
Impossible, absolutely impossible.
They,
And
they
also,
they do kind of fit into the
Also,
actual
why
map.
would we print that? How would we even?
yeah. Well, and we were getting pretty into it, so we were looking for efficiency and speed. So we came up with a little.
And I like how well designed they are too. Like
Thank
they're
you.
like
The rectangle is a classic shape.
Yeah,
utilized
shit.
by
We're gonna have to like link these in
Cultures
an
across
image or something
time.
so you can see them.
Yeah, like just looking at it, I can already kind of like read it just from like color and it's well designed.
So each character is broken down into like attributes, species, abilities.
if they're part of a squad or not, which doesn't really matter for this one.
In our version, they're all just individual
Basically, kind of
units.
like their species, what what group they're a part of. Like they're part of the Avengers or Fantastic Four.
Affiliation.
And, they're
Yeah, they're
that's a good
faction.
word.
Faction,
And
I
the last
guess,
one's kind of
because
like
they had factions
Sure.
in the original Heroes.
The last one was kind of like a personality characteristic that we didn't really use too much of, but you could do someone could be a mastermind or
Spunky
a genius
or-
calculated or like
we have a lot of people, like a lot of the bad guy, a lot of the villains in Marvel and DC are all geniuses apparently, but they get beat all the time for some reason. But they're all geniuses.
Yeah, fucking Spider-Man.
That's true.
Yeah, they're all genius level intellect, but they can't.
Like that's what I'm trying to find.
They don't have good social skills though.
Where is
so.
it? Like Cyclops, his personality characteristic is commanding. He's the leader.
He's the leader of the X-Men.
So we have something like
Which
180.
is what I hate about the X-Men movies. They butchered Cyclops.
He's not commanding.
I don't have
Yeah.
the
Oh,
He was just a
terrible.
bitch.
He
Yeah.
was just terrible.
Yeah,
And
he
then they
sucks.
made him like 12 years old.
Well,
And-
everyone's
in
12 years
first
old.
class.
Yeah.
It's the 80s. It's a different
It's the
time.
80s, yeah.
I don't have the energy to do
it's
that.
A different. Need
But-
more Vespine gas. So should we do a little
Okay.
demo? Or
Yeah, I'll do a demo and then let's try a play around because
All right.
I want to see. I want to.
So name a character. We'll see if we can just find them. Just,
All right,
Because we likely have 'em, all like your hits, all your faves,
Or your all stars.
That's right. So the cards were written off of our research and input and what we thought of the characters. So if it was like somebody you like and they ended up sucking, like, well, tough shit.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can pull like an obscure character out of
We
thin
might
air and
have.
see if you
We
have
might have.
Defender.
Defender.
No.
The dude who lives in the sewers who comes out and like eats a sandwich and fights people sometimes.
Don't have
No,
that.
sorry,
Damn
they're
it.
defend- If they were created or got popular in the last, I want to say 6 years, they probably don't have a card.
Wonder Man.
We actually have a Wonder. I saw today. We have a
We
Wonder
have
Man
a Wonder Man
figure.
figure.
We didn't have a
We
Wonder Man
never made
card.
the card because people didn't give a shit enough about it.
Oh, Wonder Man's someone I want to see in the movies. He just seems like such a different character.
I think he's referenced in a
we've got
movie
some-
poster. in
yeah, Guardians of the
two.
Galaxy. The dude, it's Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
That'd be fun.
To give you an idea, so here's Cable. That's relevant
Yeah.
to current
Current events.
Current events.
Current events.
DP2.
So a cable card would look something like this. We've got 250 points is his value. You might have, say, 1,000 points per team, right? So he's a fifth of your team.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
Fourth.
Fourth. Yeah, I'm just bad at math.
We're not math teachers.
Yeah, well, come on.
Okay,
this
so-
is a board game. But he'll have, say,
Sorry.
his regular attack. His regular attack is like a value of 4. That's how many die you get to roll for him. And then he has a special attack, follows a different rule set. And then you have some sort of special ability. In his case, it's Mind Link because he's telepathic, telekinetic, or time traveling, or what have you.
According to the internet.
According to the internet, yeah, the best.
And the comics.
I know.
Cable's kind of awesome. So, yeah, he's got super strength. He's got flight, so he can move.
Wait, Cable's got flight?
He does in this. Why does he have flight?
Because Wikipedia or Marvel Comicspedia, whichever one it was, whatever they're called, that one.
He may have had flight for like an issue or.
we
I
saw
don't know.
that he had
Yeah,
flight.
okay. So there's some bugs. I mean, when we played Heroescape, we got it wrong for like a half a year.
Well, yeah, there's one character that could do upwards of 9 damage. It could do 9. It could do 3 attacks of 3. Was that how Nilfheim worked?
Oh yeah, that was
Maybe.
ridiculous. All
Probably.
right, well let's
Yeah.
pull some figures. Let's just do a.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I want to see you three do like a demo round so I can see what's going on.
Yeah.
And then I want
Okay.
to join in and see what's happening because I need to establish the rules and I need a comment for all those people out there.
Absolutely.
I'll be
Just trying to find.
I'll try to be as exciting commentator as I can. Like someone who does a goal.
There you go.
Yeah, that's appropriate for FIFA, right?
Choose a card.
Any card?
I'm just trying to
Any
pull,
card.
Just trying to pull out characters that are actually gonna be fun to watch because there's some characters in here like.
Who'd you get?
Oh no, we
We're
revealed.
gonna reveal at the end.
Yeah, wait, do we? Oh,
Yeah.
Do you want to do like a multi
No,
team or
just
just single
do-
unit?
let's do
We'll
one
just do
right
single
now,
unit. It's
'cause,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
We should do at least 3.
We'll get to
No,
it.
three's gonna take an hour.
Remember,
and a half.
this is on a podcast for people that don't care about this
Yeah.
game.
Okay.
Yep.
And,
Someone's gonna be watching this and just like, nope, turn
This
off.
is dumb. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Don't worry, there's a dance number later.
There's bound to be one person out there though that's like, I want to play that game.
That's
And,
true. I mean,
Don't ask us.
As long as you get that one person intrigued, right?
Okay.
We'll get the Toys R Us back in
Alright.
2009 and you are all set.
Now, since we're only going one hero or one card per
Mhm.
team here, we could end up with something horrifically unbalanced.
It's going to be already. I can tell you.
Yeah, it's going to be. All
This
right,
is like
so
Cones of
flip 'em.
Dunshire.
Alright,
for-
Who'd you get?
Basically.
Tom, who'd you get?
I got Professor X.
Oh shit,
I got Joker.
X23.
Which makes-
I'm clocking it at 190 points. You're 130, and you're like
250.
250. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so-
pretty strong.
Cool.
Cool. Let's find some.
I wish we would have done. We should have done this first. So we can
What,
have
find
the
figures?
characters.
I mean, this is all of them, though, right?
Yeah, so everyone's in here. Just now we just gotta find them because
Professor X and X23 are usually pretty easy.
just roll the.
To elaborate more on the powers, you know, we would go on to like Marvel Wiki or something and reference their actual powers and maybe storylines that were popular and other characters they were associated with to craft their special abilities and.
Oh, we have a
stats and things like
Drax?
that.
Example being,
Example. Okay, so Professor X, he has the ability Onslaught, right? And he was Onslaught for a bit in the comics during some story where he became Onslaught, I guess, right? So you can sort of transform the character a bit to play that ability.
but you have to roll. You have to roll the dice to be able to pull
Sometimes, and
that.
some abilities are
Passive.
they're active all the time. Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes they're either passive,
There's
they're
X.
just always in operation.
Professor
Sometimes you roll for them. Some are attacks, some are maybe defensive abilities. The whole game, like everything is possible. Some are ways to use other characters too. Like you can link up, and if I have, like for example, does he have that? I have benefits for other X-Men. If I have another X-Men character with me, they get some stat increases by being
Nice.
close to Professor X.
You got yours?
Ah,
So you
okay.
can kind of theme
Sweet.
a team around, X-Men or Avengers or whatever
Like-
team that makes sense. or
Okay.
is common in comics.
And this is going to make more sense as it plays out, right? I'm sure.
Well,
that-
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yes.
Like-
Maybe.
So normally you
Probably,
have
maybe.
these. Normally you have these little turn markers, 1 through 3, and then a bluff. Okay.
Okay.
Typically, whether you're playing Heroescape or our version of Superscape, as we call it, you set these out. Your opponents can't see these turn markers. Some characters have the ability to negate an entire turn marker, so your turn would be skipped or something, and then you can't activate that card and use it. So if you had a bunch of characters, but they didn't have these little figures, these little shields on top of them,
Mm-hmm.
although they're there, that card's not being played. So you do have to choose wisely as far as like which characters get these little indicators each round. is what 3 turns per player.
So it's
like,
not just a matter of getting a good character; there's a level of skill of deciding
you
which.
also
What?
There's a lot of strategy involved.
So the strategy of what I want to do with this character. Do I want to take Joker and run him out first because he has an ability where he can give you a bomb that kills your character instantly if you happen to get roll a 20.
He could kamikaze himself and then take out everybody.
Gotcha.
So we're just gonna throw some figures on. Just choose like.
And
a
I
or
think
something.
did you guys already explain this, or to mix it? Where did you guys get these figures from?
So some of them are either HeroScape / Marvelscape. The only ones we'd be using in this format right now would be Marvelscape because it's all superheroes that we're using.
Mm-hmm.
The rest are HeroClix, which was a similar tabletop game.
There was a mat you put down, and you kind of moved around the mat, and then each time if you took damage, you had to like turn this wheel on the bottom, and it told you how much attack or special abilities. There's little numbers on the bottom. You see inside there.
Okay.
And pretty much collectively, we thought HeroClix played like shit.
It was
HeroClix was a garbage game. They had.
You collected figures, and then you could also play a game with them.
Yeah, and the game itself sucked. There was no tangible, there was no 3-dimensional map. It was kind of just a flat sheet you roll out and on a grid, like a 4-way, like square grid, not some sort of heck. It was just kind of lackluster, and we thought, well, shit, HeroScape has a way better map piece because you can build it like Legos. Oh yeah, look at that bad boy.
That's a big ass die.
That's a big D20. This is it. This is Destiny in your hand.
Right.
Blue steel.
Yeah.
Mine was the.
This is. I'm like blown away, like how I was
clear one.
I didn't think I was going to be as impressed as I am with like the level of detail you guys actually put into this, all because it started off as like not liking the way a game played.
We just decided to make our own.
The original game, the original HeroScape game was actually a lot of fun.
It was good.
It caused a lot of arguments between all of our. There were probably times where we wanted to hit each other.
But that's good. That's the sign of like a good game, though. It's like when you want to
Mario
fight each other.
Party?
Because like Mario Party, Settlers of Catan, you guys play. Yeah, we've talked about it before, but yeah, makes you want to fight.
There was a big thing that always came down in HeroScape, which we kind of abandoned when we did our own version because it was like too argumentative at a point and too contentious. Was that in traditional HeroScape, the characters would have hit zones. That if you had a ranged character, you could be like, I can see your knuckle. Therefore, I can attack you.
Oh god,
and
that sounds way too petty.
And we'd be getting like laser pointers out.
Yeah, it
and,
was.
Like
You literally have to
skewers
eye
and
out. If
shit.
I can see a character from this perspective, I
we
could
had
possibly shoot him. But we'd argue about, can you really see him, or are you actually?
Or can you see his cape or his
Off-center?
foot? Because then, like on the card, it would show that the cape was like a non-targetable item, but his foot is.
And that part you guys kind of took out.
Yeah,
basically.
in this we do not have that at all. The figure just is.
If you can see a character, you can hit him.
Right.
Okay.
With superheroes, it could be anything. You could be hitting them with mind bullets or actual bullets, whatever.
But you still have to have line of sight most of the time. You have to at least be able to except for Darkseid, who can go around corners.
All right, so we'll,
Sorry.
in any event,
laser sight?
Yeah.
no matter what version we're playing, we roll for initiative. So let's do that.
What do you mean by initiative?
Who goes first?
Okay.
11.
Like I'm gonna play as dumb
I'm
as
at
possible,
8.
just
Yeah,
so everyone on the
3.
camera like understands
All right,
too.
so Tom's first.
Okay.
So my first turn, my first marker.
So I don't know if we went over this, but every character has a move value. That's how many spaces they can move in one turn.
So real quick, every character has life. That's how many times they can be hit. Movement. That's how many spaces they can move. Range. That's how many spaces they can target another figure over. Similar to movement, but oppositional, right? Or offensive. Attack, which is their value of how they can attack, and then defenses.
All right. Now, why did you choose this spot on the map to start?
It would seem fair.
We try to start equidistant from each other.
Okay.
Typically, if you think it out beforehand, you'll have just sort of a section which says anywhere in this space is a free starting point.
Okay.
Tom, your first turn.
Believe it or not, it's Professor X.
Never saw it coming. So if you had multiple cards, that would be kind of.
They'd probably be dispersed,
gotcha.
and it'd be a surprise who I was.
And so
using
you
first.
flick that little plastic piece over to.
Yeah, that's his first turn. He uses his first
To
turn,
show that
right?
everyone else on the table that turn is that he had the turn marker on him, and 2, as for personal things like turn 1. Done.
Or if you're like way into a game that's been on for hours, you could have maybe put a turn marker on a card that had already been killed or extinguished, and you just fucking lose your turn because you're an idiot. You snooze, you lose.
Or
Sweet.
Or you're like me and you forget how initiative was rolled at the beginning of the round, and you skip someone on the table because you just like, my turn now.
Right. So Tom's got his first turn as Professor X. Why don't you read through your card here to see what kind of options we have?
Okay. So Professor X has a move of 4, not a whole lot. A range of 7, so I can attack at a range of 7. An attack only of 2, not a strong power attacker. Defensive 5, but he's got 4 different abilities that range from, let's see, helping out other X-Men that are in my vicinity, attacking of different kinds. Special attacks often bypass rolled defense, which can be very useful.
All right, when you said range of 7, does that mean 7 little
7
tile?
spaces.
7 tile
Yeah,
markers?
so I'd count, like,
Okay,
if there was
cool.
someone right here, for example, I think it's on camera, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're in range, I can attack them.
You could even
Okay.
get to here.
Yeah.
As long as you could see them.
Yeah, you just count spaces from your character. If they hit that within there, you can
If
attack
they were,
them.
however, right behind this pillar here, and I couldn't see them, then no, that's
shit.
not okay.
Okay, but only if, like, your Dark Seed, you said, right?
Yeah, Dark
Yeah,
Side.
yeah.
Is,
Okay.
As long as they're within range, you
Fucking
can hit them.
Flash has some amazing abilities.
That'd be one of his special abilities that would come in very handy.
Gotcha.
All right, with a move of 4, I'm gonna just
Move towards the
move
center of
on
the
in.
map.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. You couldn't see this over there, Ricky, but if you move up elevation, like so if you go here to here, it counts as two movements.
Okay.
So you got 1, 2 to
I
get
was
there.
just about to ask about
Yeah.
that. I was like, why are you double tapping? Okay.
Yeah.
And height advantage can give
we'll,
you.
we'll get into attack and defense when we get to that point.
So do you have anybody in
it'll
range
come up.
now?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
Okay, now do we go clockwise or counterclockwise?
It goes by
Sorry.
initiative.
Yeah, so
This
initiative down.
establishes it,
So he rolled an 11, he rolled an 8,
Yep.
and rolled a 3, so he would go next.
Okay.
So I have X-23, as you know, the daughter
Of Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Spoilers, I didn't see Logan yet.
Shit.
I hope that's not true, right?
That's all.
Yeah.
She has what you would expect for a bladed Wolverine
Assassin.
type character. She's got double. Literally, her attack is just double.
She's
she can
girl
just
Wolverine.
attack twice.
Okay.
Just your claws, right? And then a healing factor. So, had I been hurt, it does say after revealing an order marker, which is my turn here, and taking a turn. So after revealing it and taking a turn, X-23 can remove 1 wound. So she just heals every
Oh.
single turn she takes. So when you want to put somebody like X-23 or Wolverine or a number of players that have healing abilities, when you want to put them down, you have to just get them all out in 1 turn and clean it up, because otherwise they can just keep regenerating.
They can just run around the map.
Yeah.
Regenerating.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly. So she's just got a movement of 5, and she has no ranged attacks whatsoever, so I'm going to have to start coming in. Joker makes a pretty weak target. Actually, both of them make fairly weak targets physically, so I'm just going to be running towards them. Right?
Okay.
So,
She's a pure melee character
Yeah.
with a range of
Yep.
1 and no special attacks.
Wait, hold on. I think I missed something. You rolled 7, but you moved 5.
Well,
that's the D20s
yeah.
for initiative.
You're-
The movement
okay.
is determined by
Oh.
a value on the card. You always have
Okay,
a
sorry.
consistent amount
Sorry.
of movement.
Yeah.
Some will allow you to roll for your movement, but that's like written down.
Okay.
Alright,
Gotcha.
Sorry, first turn's Joker. Joker has 3 different abilities. Or sorry, he has 4 life, 6 move, and then a range, attack, and defensive 3. So he is basically I can attack him within three clear sight spaces. He does have a move called Why So Serious, which basically any adjacent figure. So if I have someone next to me, I can roll instead of attacking. So it's like that's my turn is like try to do this. If I roll 19 or 20, I take a turn with that figure after that turn's over, so I can make Professor X attack X-23 or vice versa. After the turn's over, that character's destroyed. So basically, he takes control of that character, takes a turn, does damage, and then
And
Professor X
also
dies.
kills the character.
And also kills it. So it's pretty. You have to roll 19 or 20, so it's a 10% chance of
Yeah.
hitting it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean with superheroes, there's quite a few that have, like Flash has the ability to
Basically, phase through someone and kill them.
Damn.
go right through a figure, and you roll
Right.
a d20, and if it hits 20, they explode.
He also has a special gift where basically he kind of just gives the character a bomb and roll 11 or 20. Actually, it's been a while since I've used him. I basically range 1, attack 3. So basically, kind of gives them a bomb, and then I can run away 3 spaces, and then it does
It
up to
blows
3
up
damage.
anybody adjacent. To
Yeah.
It's a cool attack.
And then he also has a
Yeah.
move called Escape, where he can just move 3 sight spaces after after doing any attack. It's kind of like I'd shoot you and then I run away.
Right.
It's tricky shit you'd
Yeah.
expect a Joker.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
let's
so I'm
let's
gonna-
burn it up here, because these 3 are
1,
pretty
2,
basic.
3, 4, 5, 6. Just get in the center here, and then I'm going to do nothing because I only have a range of 3. Thought I had a
All
range
right.
of 6.
Tom.
All right, back to Professor X.
Are you sure?
He's a move of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And there he is. You can
And-
see Joker.
So you don't have to build ramps for Professor X to go up.
No, and he can go up ladders as well.
I was wondering about that. actually. Looking at this,
That's amazing.
this map here. So Professor X has a few different abilities I could use at this point. The first one is called Cerebro, and once during a round, I can reveal an order marker from an opponent. In this particular game, with 1 character each, it's not that effective.
Right.
But you can imagine if Evan had 4 characters and his order markers dispersed across them, I'd gain an advantage knowing who he's using next.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone gains that advantage, actually.
Some heroes are horrifyingly powerful. So
Yeah.
you want to know what they're doing.
Yeah, I want to know when he's moving so I can move away or react to that. So,
Right.
I'll go ahead and use it just because, why not? I'm going to see, Evan, I'm going to remove this order marker.
You can do it on Evan?
You're just gonna remove it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got to use it on Joker because I can see.
Yeah.
No.
No, he just looks at it. He
Once
gets
during a round,
knowledge.
Professor X may use this ability to reveal one order marker from each opposing team.
There you go.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah, cool.
So
Grab one.
So he would reveal that my third turn will in fact be
now I know
X23.
when you're using
Yeah.
your characters.
Gotcha.
But you see, if I had
Valuable
a
information.
field of
right, yeah.
players, that could be like super fucking useful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm within sight of Joker, so I think I can use a few different abilities. The first is Psionic Disruption. It says, after moving and before attacking, choose an opponent within 4 clear sight spaces. Roll the d20. On a result of 15 or higher, inflict 1 wound. Additionally, the target may not roll defense for the remainder of the turn.
Yeah, so basically, if he
Roll
attacks
it up.
and it's sort of hit, and he has a whole bunch of characters who he had turns with that were taking at this point, he can make Joker not roll defense for all of their attacks as well, if there are multiple characters attacking one character.
This is a lot of information to absorb.
It's insane.
This is.
Well,
I'm
we-
amazed that you guys.
We should have thought of this a little more. We kind of could have gone with characters that are a little more
Fuck
introductory.
it. Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
There aren't in Superscape. There aren't. They all have weird.
You roll a die. We know how to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm within 4 clear sight spaces of Joker.
So you want a 15 or 20 to
I use
render
my,
him
my
defenseless.
mind psionic abilities to render him defenseless. And I rolled a 15.
Perfect. You
So it's
can't
one
defend
wound
for
marker.
shit.
Oh, I didn't pull
So
it out.
one, you just get straight hit.
So Joker has 4 life initially. Now he
Now
has
he's
3.
got
I've
3.
done
With
1
these
damage
little,
to
with
him.
these fun little chips, little wound markers that let you know how many damage your character's taken.
Lots.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be anything, but this came with Superscape, so we use them.
So now you also can't defend. You've taken a
Yep.
wound, and you just get to attack him freely with your.
I do. Yep. So Sonic Disruption was after movement and before attacking, so I can attack now.
And
Yeah,
also
So move on my
And
turn.
you are up a level, right?
Yeah.
I
So
know
I
you're
do have a
basic
height
attack.
advantage,
Yeah,
yes.
so if your character is, if you're the attacking character, you're on a level higher than the character that you're attacking, you gain 1 attack dice. So Professor X has a normal attack of 2, so you gain +1.
Yep.
Same thing happens if you're the defending character on a higher level, you gain 1 defense dice, or you get an extra dice to attack with, or to defend with.
Now,
Okay.
Something really important to explain is that the die, although they are 6-sided regular die, 2 sides have a shield, 1 side is blank, and 3 sides have a skull. So if you're rolling with an attack, you actually have the advantage. It's a 50% chance you're going to land on
A
a hit, right?
Mhm.
If you're defending, it's only a 30% chance.
Unless you're death.
33.3 repeat.
Of course.
Repeating, of course.
So I will initiate the attack on Bandle of Norman, attacking him.
3 skulls, watch.
I know.
I was
It's going to
gonna
put
put
you
this in a
out,
second.
put you out real quick, and then X23 is going to go all crazy.
So I've got my 2 attack die for Professor X and the additional 3rd for the height advantage. And I'll just roll those bad boys. We used to have
A die,
It's
tower,
It's
a
probably,
tower.
There's probably the red box right there would be the.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just-
We had a box. We had a. So I had built it like a tower. You could just drop the die on the top, and it'd plinko down and spit out at the bottom.
it's fun.
There's some other alternatives, like you can use app on your
Mhm.
computer. You just click it. You just dial in how many you need.
But this is how the ancients did it. So
Yeah.
we honor their
The
memory.
Sumerians actually came up
Roll
with
those,
this.
roll those
game.
bones.
I'm gonna roll my attack now. And I've got 2 skulls.
2 skulls. So you're down to 1 life.
1 life, and then here comes X23.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys,
So,
it was fun.
It's my turn now.
Wait.
Oh, whoop, 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 whoop.
You've got 1 more attack.
I have another ability.
He's got. So sometimes people.
So Professor X
So
just can-
he's 250 points, 250 points. That's not bad. He's got a few abilities to go along with that to justify the high value. The next ability I'll use is called Onslaught. After taking a turn with Professor X, you may choose any unique hero within 4 clear sight spaces. Roll the d20. If you roll a 17 or higher, I take temporary control of that hero
Yeah, he is
and
very
immediately
good.
take a turn.
Super
So I could, if this works out, I can take control of Joker and then just have a turn with him.
Rolled
Yeah.
it.
All right, let's hope for a 17 or higher.
I would like
That's
that.
right.
Like I just
Exciting.
want to see this.
The Tray of Reckoning will stay in place.
Everything was of reckoning.
And it's a
5.
5.
Five.
So
he
it
doesn't
didn't
get
Ah,
shit.
bummer.
Doesn't get shit.
Joker
Oh, well.
was too strong of will.
Way she goes.
Wipe
And
the
that will
sweat off
end
the
my
brow.
turn.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna die here, and
So now that we're all kind of on
10
the same
seconds.
page, second turn, X23, I have a movement of 5. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm adjacent to Joker. Do you have any engagement abilities that would otherwise?
nope.
Okay,
Everything
great.
mine is offensive.
Terrific. Her attacks are just normal attacks, an attack value of 5. Let me go ahead and get some of these.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna do this because we'll
great,
it's
yeah.
gonna be
I think I know which way this is going. I've got 2.
All right. And I gotta try to roll 2 myself, and I get 1.
You get a one damage.
Joker's
You
dead.
have actually died. Great.
And then-
So I take the trophy, sit on the card, little graveyard, right? That's the end of my turn. My opponent has died. I have no other ability to.
And so that's the basics of the game. But
That's-
with,
Yep.
That's the basics of the
What's
game.
basically-
So, Tom, your third
Tom will
turn.
take so yeah, since I'm out, I get to sit here and
Yeah.
do this.
Well, that was fun. Yeah. This is where you get
that's
a
when you
drunk,
drunk.
you
Yep,
get
drink
a
the
beer.
beer.
Yeah. So it's a good,
Watch
part-
caps maybe,
you
too.
can
We also
wander
watch
around.
caps.
Usually,
while you play
at this point, yeah, you bring the person who is usually out at that point. The game's been going on for about 3 to 4 hours at that point. You're probably most times like, okay, fine, thank God, I can finally go sit down and watch,
Yeah.
like they said, watch
I've
a
had
Caps
to
game or
pee
do whatever.
for
Yeah.
2 hours, right? So
that's the typical game can last over 3 hours.
Yeah.
if you do like a full army,
Yep.
where you have, let's say,
If we do
6 to 8 cards on your
Yeah.
in front of you to decide one of 3 turns, and
I mean, also
Yeah.
depends on how many people are playing. If you're doing like a 3-person game, it can an 800-point game can take 2 hours, depending on who you have, like you said. Or
Yeah.
if you have a 5-person game, like we used to do with we had 5 of us, and we had 1,200-point games. Especially with Superscape, being that there's so many little like low-cost characters, it
Oh,
could
yeah.
be a 6-7 hour game.
I'm sure
sometimes.
there was a game that we
Holy
had to
shit.
pause and come back to.
I think we tried to do that, but we forgot everything what had
Yeah.
happened because
We skipped class a lot, so we had a lot of time. on our hands.
It's true. It's true.
All right, well, I guess do you want to finish this out?
Let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
let's-
go ahead and finish it out.
We got to crown a
Third
winner
turn.
at least, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's just a demo.
And you may actually see a little round reversal where,
Oh, yeah.
because you re-roll initiative after the
Yep.
3 turns.
So each
Okay.
round has 3 turns, so
What's
this
your,
is the third turn for this round.
Make your move. Tom.
Professor X, I'll move 1-2 spaces.
Oh. Not gonna try to go up the ladder so you have permanent height advantage.
4.
Does it clip in there? Or
He doesn't. HeroClix figures don't fit exactly.
Yeah,
into-
I think you can cram it in there.
Nope.
Okay, so wait, what are the rules to climbing up a ladder?
It counts same as a ladder counts
Single space.
one space for every little like major rung you go up.
Okay.
Like, there's like a clicking one, and then there's one that it can actually the base sits on. So each one of those you go up counts as one space.
So it takes a while to get up the ladder. What if-
I mean, if you have 6 moves, you could go up
If
most
it's a
ladders
long
in one go.
That's
Gotcha.
fine.
That'll work.
He's there. All right, so let's see. I'll use Psionic Disruption first.
Okay.
That's
I have
the
no
move.
dodging abilities, so
Okay.
Pure melee.
We'll see what happens then.
she's kind of badass. Though.
I'm rolling
Yeah.
the D20. What is it? It's a 15 or higher.
Yep.
Is you take a wound and
Yep.
can't roll defense die. All right. No, I didn't get it.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
All right.
So I'll just use a normal attack now. I have a high advantage, so I do roll 3 die for this instead of 2. But he can roll defense, so
Yep.
we'll see what happens.
This
I don't know.
This is a game where I feel
mind
like
bullet, I guess.
I need to have like multiple cameras set up here.
Oh, yeah.
So you can like
One
really
over
view
the
everything.
top,
Yeah,
whatever.
or
Yeah.
top view, like a
I
side
how
view.
the camera's right there, and the person attacking is.
Yeah,
behind
you
the-
can't-
and the
We
person
swear
getting
something's
his-
happening back here.
Uh-huh.
We can just take that off here for the next go around.
All right, here's my attack.
1.
1.
That's at least 2.
At least
You
2.
defended that one.
Defended it.
You blocked the mind bullets.
All right. Third turn.
Well-
X23. You're gonna have a.
Oh wait,
You could. Well, no, he's you. Well,
I didn't relinquish
He
mine.
didn't relinquish.
This is why we fight over the game a lot, because we jump the gun a lot and
Everyone's too excited to want to get in there and do their own
Yeah,
attacks type
exactly,
things.
exactly.
Right, okay.
I mean, you could control my player,
He could
put her
move
on
you-
lava, and then.
Or he can move you further away, and then
Yeah.
your turn is trying to get back to him. So
Yeah.
it's basically it's
Be
all
my
defense
guest.
mode,
I could roll for my onslaught
Let's,
ability.
let's not do that and just finish this game so we can get breaking into the next one.
Well, I'm gonna move him in the water, get him wet and stuff.
Okay.
See what happens, you know?
If I had a
I
map.
got 11, so it didn't happen.
So it didn't happen.
So-
All right. So third turn, my shit.
Do your worst.
Coming up underneath you. Oh my god. All right. We'll just.
You jerk.
You're just there. All right. You're in
Here,
there.
just do this. Put him up here because it's the same. It doesn't matter.
Showdown. Yeah.
Cinematic.
But Tom has a height advantage.
You do. You do have 5 advantage. So I'm.
But
gonna
now
roll
this
mine.
way, all the birtards can
4.
Yes.
4. I need 2
4.
more die.
We need 3 more
Three
die.
more
actually. Yeah. Here, just give him 3 dice right now. Pull out more dice once the other game starts going.
All right, so I have a defensive 5, but I have the height advantage in this situation, so 6 total.
And it's 3 or 4.
Oh, no.
Took 3.
I
You were
took
4,
3.
right?
I rolled 4,
So 3. So
I
you
took
see
3
1
damage.
life left. 1 life to live.
and I get 1 more attack
Yeah, roll it.
because X23's got that double attack. Let me get 3 more die over here. Perfect.
I do roll a bunch of skulls, but those do not count when I'm on defense.
Oh,
At least
Skull.
at least
Jumanji
skull,
rules.
Skull.
At least 2.
3.
3. We don't usually count 4 rolls, but we're gonna count it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 dice, please.
Usually floor rolls and ones that land like in the
Are
crack or something.
re-rolls,
Are re-rolls.
yeah.
All right, I've got 1 life to live.
And you got
We
roll
all-
3.
No, I'm
Rolls
dead.
1 again.
And he's dead.
And
So-
game over.
X23 is 1. That's how she goes.
All right, we crown you champion, and your
Perfect.
trophy is this little headphone adapter.
Yay! And
Davin's king of the
All
nerds.
right, it's gold. Okay, so now due to technical difficulties, we're gonna release the first half of this podcast, and we're gonna come with a part 2 because the camera is starting to fuck over on us. But I am interested to play this, and we will be back for a part 2, and we'll have Tom, Ben, and Evan here again. I want to thank you guys for being on.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
And as we say here, let's take a break at the end of it. So I'm so like flustered right now.
This piece of shit.
This goddamn CP, you piece of shit.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, but no,
Right.
I think we got enough for the beginning, and we'll release that, and then like I said, we'll come back for part 2. So tune in.
Next time.
Yeah.
Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, do everything you do. Check
YouTube shit all day, man. This video.
check us over at
Subscribe below.
Patreon. YouTube's demonetized all our videos. Check us over at Patreon. Other than that, we're
You heard it, folks.
YouTube demonetizes. Check us out on Pornhub.
like, subscribe, comment. We're giving away free iPhone cases for the best comment. Whoever gets most likes.
Watch this episode
It's a
in the
lie,
link
actually.
below.